Cheers, it's Olivia, back for round two, Flosstube. Hope you guys have been having a good time. I did not get totally organized for this because I just at the last minute realized I have a little bit of time to do this. So I just want to do it instead of overthinking it because I overthink things and then I never end up doing them. So I'm just gonna throw it all at you as I see fit, and hopefully that's okay. So to begin with, what should we start with? Okay, I'm gonna start with, I think if Oprah was a cross stitcher, she'd call it haul. So that's what I'm gonna call it, haul. Okay, first piece is this is self-made haul. I made myself a work pouch for my Heaven and Earth one design. I have a big Q snap. I can't remember if it's 11 by 11. It must be. And so I needed a project bag for that, and I had the fabric on hand from an estate sale. Actually, everything I had on hand. Padded it with some fusible fleece, and I think it's pretty cute. Makes me happy anyway. And then I bought a lap frame. This is one of my whips. It's American Dream products. You can see the tension is not, well, I don't know if you can see the tension is not very good. And it's wobbly, and I don't really like it. It might be user error, so, if this is something you're interested in, don't not buy it because of me, just do your research. But it's cheap. I bought it off, or fairly cheap, relatively cheap, I should say. I bought it off of Amazon. I think you get what you pay for with these kind of frames. I'm always tightening it, but yeah. I also bought the 30-inch scroll rods to try to do that, put the Heaven and Earth design on that. That did not work well. That fabric though is that fabric on there works pretty well, but that's 32 count Lagana even weave. The other one, my Heaven and Earth is 18 count Aida and like a cheap Aida, or not. I mean, and it's just not like a nice fabric. Yeah, it's pretty stiff Aida. And it wasn't exactly 30 inches. There was extra fabric, and I didn't want to take the risk of cutting it off, so I tried to fold the sides. So of course that didn't work. I finally got it to work by folding it in half, and then of course I realized you can't stitch if your fabric is folded in half. So anyway, the 30-inch scroll rods aren't going to work for that. So I want eventually to get an almanac frame and a Lowry stand. That would be kind of my dream setup, but I'm not going to just go out and buy that yet. But I'm okay for now. That'll work for that. Again, this is my Noel sampler. I love working on this one. This is the first time working on even weave, and it's awesome. And it's a really cute design, and I like the colors and everything, but I just don't have time to let myself work on it right now because I have to make Christmas ornaments. Last year for Christmas, I made people gifts, cross-stitch gifts, like nice time-consuming ones. This year, I decided I'm going to be a little more selfish and not do that. But I am going to make ornaments, and so I'm doing that, and I'm trying to get a head start now, so there's no pressure when the time comes. But I'm finding I love working on the Noel sampler, and I love working on my Heaven and Earth design. So I'm kind of like don't want to work on the ornaments, but I'm making myself, and you shouldn't really make yourself, but I'll be happy when they're done, and I'll be happy that I like giving handmade gifts, sometimes in combination with bought gifts, but I think it shows kind of, that you're thinking about that person. I'm still just gray background on my Heaven and Earth. If you saw my first video, you saw what the design is. I didn't think to pull it up for this one. But I like city. I mean, I guess I only have it's all grays, but it is changing, different grays. So I don't have like crazy amount of colors. But I do really enjoy it. I like it's like putting together a puzzle. It's like the kind of stitching I enjoy. So that's kind of fun, but it is a side project. I don't know what that means. It's a side project. It's like it's a project that like I know is going to take a long time. I'm not a deadline. I'm not desperate to get it done. It's just like one of those things like when I just need to relax. So I enjoy it for that. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Speaking of heaven and earth, can we just take a moment? Hold on, guys. Have you seen this? Heaven and earth design? Uh, There's no words. It's called The Favorite. And when I first saw it, it just made me laugh. I was like, that is so weird. And then it's like, keep looking at it. I can't help it. It just sucks you in, I think. I'd have to make that and put it on my wall. I don't need another heaven and earth. But it makes me smile. What can I say? So those are 2 works in progress. Last one is ornaments. Actually, we'll do combo work in progress. I'm doing the first group. I'm doing our Lizzie Kate Tiny Tidings 20. This is one of the first patterns I bought in a store. I'd always bought Etsy downloads, and the first time I found an LNS and I went there and bought hard copy patterns, I just happened to see this. I thought, oh, I should just grab something with ornaments. So those are pretty cute. They're kind of, not super religious. I can give them to anyone. Some of them are, non-denominational and works out good for me, and they're tiny and they're quick. Or no, I don't know if I say quick. I mean, with the amount of time I have to stitch, they take me a few days. Here is snow. That's pretty cute. A snowman. I didn't write snow on it. I just felt it wasn't necessary. I don't really like the words and stuff. I don't mind stitching the words, but if they seem pointless to me, I'll just take them out. This one's called Dash Away, and it said Dash Away up here, and I felt this unnecessary, so I just put the trees again. This one, that's the little house with a snowman tree. The fabric is a little lighter than what they suggest, so it doesn't pop as much, but so be it. It's the little patchwork one. You see how that one's like not where it's supposed to be? Don't really care. There's a few mistakes in here, and I don't know. Don't care. Not like I care about my stitching, but like, unless it's blaring, it's gonna ruin the whole piece. I'm not gonna frog it and start over again. These things are handmade. They're handmade gifts. It's just how they are. And then I'm working on the last one, which is Noelle, the little angel. Minding my minders, of course. So I'm working on those ornaments. That's the first batch of ornaments. I'm just stitching them for now, and then I'll figure out how I want to finish them. It'll probably be like those little mini pillows kind of deal. So that's the first batch. The next one will be Scandinavian Ornaments 3. I got this when, not this last Rainbow Stitchery sale, but the one before. But then the other day I realized, like, what the hell is that? It's a horse with no tail and a hook in his back. What is that in the Christmas scheme of things? I'm very confused. Like a carousel horse, perhaps, but where's the tail and where's the rest of the carousel thing? So as an animal lover, I don't think I can stitch this one because this poor tortured horse has had his tail ripped off and a hook stuck into his back. I'm not giving that as a gift to anyone. That's horrible. Sad. The other 2 are cute though. I love Scandinavian like folk stitchery, what have you. So those are cute. And they seem like they won't take too long. Well, I shouldn't judge it on if they take them. These are even nicer. These are hand blessing patterns. Also Rainbow Stitchery, 60% off. That is the wreath quilt. That one will take a while. I got the specialty threads because I really like how they look in there. Same with this one. This is the Cardinal and Winter Quilt ornament. So these 2 will take a little longer. But I think those are going to look really nice. That's it for the ornament patterns that I have. If I finish those, and I haven't really like sat down and figured out how many I need. I'm just trying to get myself to get them done. But once those are done, I found like a million free online patterns for ornaments, like legit ones from designers and bloggers and stuff like that. So I might make a few of those. There's some really cute ones out there. And then I kitted up some other Christmas patterns that I bought when Rainbow Stitchery had their sale. And now I just feel like Christmas is just looming. Like we haven't even hit Thanksgiving. I feel like it's just coming up. And I kitted these up, not even knowing, like, am I going to give them as gifts? Am I going to keep them for my own house? I mean, I've decided the Noel sampler is, I'm keeping it because I love it. And I don't think anyone else is really going to appreciate it as much as I appreciate it, because I only give stitched gifts to people that I know will appreciate it, people that are close to me. But I don't know, but like with a sampler like that, like I get the history behind something like that, like where our samplers come from and stuff. But I feel like if I gave them as a gift, unless these people know anything about cross stitch or embroidery, then they're not really gonna know what a sampler is. And they might not appreciate it as much. Like, I don't know, if you know what I mean. And I love it, and I want to keep it. I want it for myself, so I will keep that one. I don't think I'm not going to worry about getting done by Christmas. I'm just really enjoying it. I'm not going to put a deadline on it, because I'll enjoy it less. So the other holiday stuff I kitted up, I'll show you, and I don't know if it's going to get done this Christmas, if it'll be done next Christmas. This is really cute. This one's from Glory Bee. Dear Santa, Define Good. I don't know who I'm going to give it to. Maybe my sister, it seems like her. Holiday House. I'm going to make an ornament out of this one. I won't finish it like that. I don't think it needs to be a big ass pillow, but that's cute. Sometimes I buy things and I look at it and I'm like, what was I think? Like, the ornaments. I mean, the house is cute. So maybe eventually. Fawn. I thought this was so cute. So pretty. I won't get that frame, but I thought the fawn was pretty. And Home for Christmas. Might take the words out on that one too. I think it's plenty cute without Home for Christmas. Rainbow Stitchery just had another 60% off. It's hard on me, guys. I can't resist a deal. 60% off is a crazy deal. I mean, you can't, eBay stuff, usually I can't find for 60% off, but so I bought this one. You can't really see it. It says Feliz Navidad. That's funny. Get it? And then I kitted up this one, Winters in the Forest from Just Nan. Sorry for the plastic, but I mean, the animals in this house can't have nice things. So I leave the things in plastic as long as I possibly can. It's better that way, trust me. So I got the threads and fabric for that stuff. I'm not going to show them to you because you've seen them a million times. They're nothing crazy nice. I mean, that's nice stuff, but it's nothing new and exciting. Okay, and then that's some haul. There's more. I got my first Mindy My Minders, needle minders. So I get to show you guys those. And then she had like a sale. And then again, I was like, sale? I'll buy them. And this, just keep in mind that like, I'm like a 2-whip person. Like maybe 3. Right now I got 3 because of the ornaments. So I need 2 or 3 needle minders. I already had 4. So now I have like, I'll do like 5 per whip, I guess. I'll just load on as many as I can handle until I've warped the fabric. I don't know. Okay, let's start Christmassy. There's a little tree. Cute. One of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. I'm sure it is for a lot of people. That's Muppets Christmas Carol. As a kid, it started when I was really little. It was Mickey's Christmas Carol. Then from like preteen through teenager through really adult is Muppets Christmas Carol. Then when adulthood, it was Scrooge, Scrooged. That's a great movie too. Best Halloween movie ever made, obviously, Hocus Pocus. Just, octopus. I think my favorite Disney is Mary Poppins. She makes me very happy. Julie Andrews makes me happy. This is probably my favorite scene in the movie too. Anyway, Mary Poppins. Vanessa from I just blanked, guys. Penny Dreadful. Oh, I love that show. I love her. She's so badass. I love badass chicks. Okay, next. Buffy. It's kind of hard to show these. Gosh, she's so cool. Badass, badass. My spirit animal. Michonne. And then because he's a badass too and a hunk. There we go. Those are my needle minders. Those are for minding my minders. Of course, I've since ordered more, you know. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. But I am on, you know, I ordered like a couple from Nifty Needle Nannies. And that's it. I'm done for now. Ooh. I hope I don't break them. Okay. And then I got the Stitch Bible on Amazon. Actually, I think it was Tracy that showed this one. I have Amazon Prime, and like a typical Amazon Prime sucker, I'm always just like, oh, yeah, it's $10 and I get free shipping, so why not? Add it to the cart. Add it to whatever I'm getting. I don't remember if it was $10 exactly, but it, you know, it was cheap. Good deal. Anyway, I do like this. I do have quite a few embroidery books, but I like that this is something that has just every stitch I've ever heard of in it. And what I want to do once Christmas is over, I'd really like to take the time to do a sampler, like a sampler, but my own, not one for, not a pretty one for framing, but one where I try out all the different stitches that apply to, you know, linen or even weave. Not every embroidery stitch, not needlepoint, obviously, or canvas work, but or even crewel work, but all of the, you know, Hardanger and black work and everything, give everything a shot and see how I like it and practice it a bit. I really like drawn thread patterns and Victoria sampler patterns, and those have a lot of specialty stitches. Even my favorite Rosewood Manor has a few. So I think it'd be good to practice. And then this one is the Heritage Village Collection cross stitch patterns, the Dickens Village series. I'd never heard of this, but I found it on Amazon used. It was like 3 cents and then $3.99 shipping, so I paid like $4 for it. I used to buy my mom for Christmas the Dickens Village pieces. I don't know if they sell them anymore. But anyway, so she has like a display that she puts out every Christmas, and I love Dickens, and I saw this and I had never heard of it before and I wasn't sure about it. And I was like, okay, $4, I'll give it a shot. And it's cute. I don't know, you know, I don't know. Will I stitch things from it? If I do, it'll be in the future. It won't be anytime soon. But they are pretty cute. Let me show you a few. They're just 2-pagers. 1 to 2 pagers. That's one. Let's see, Lomas Limited Molasses. They have other ones like, you know, I don't know all the names of the different villages that they sell. This is the Dickens Village, but then there's all kinds of different Christmas Village ones they sell pieces for. They have books of cross-stitch patterns of those too. I'm a big Dickens fan, but like Dickens, not necessarily Christmas Carol. It's like, if you want anything Dickens, it's always gonna be Christmas Carol. But he's so many great books. But I don't know enough to recognize every place and how it's related to what. I haven't read all of his books, which is kind of nice. This is the first piece I ever bought my mom. This is the Victoria Station. So that's kind of cool. I like it. It was worth the $4, definitely. I will give it a shot eventually. So Heaven and Earth Designs had the 45% off anniversary sale. And I own 2 patterns from them. I was very strong. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to buy anything, even though it's 45% off, because it's going to take me. I know it'll take me so long just to stitch up 2 patterns, because I don't focus just on them anyway. So I was really strong. I was like, there'll be more anniversary sales by the time I finish these. And then I was on Stash and Load, and someone was getting rid of one for like $10, and it was really pretty. And a lot of Heaven and Earth Designs don't call to me. The 2 that I have, one is a big flower, and one is a classic piece of artwork. It's a painting. Those are beautiful to me. There's a couple tapestries I'd like. So that's usually what appeals to me more. I'm not that into the fantasy ones. I do love watching people stitch them, and they're cool to look at, like that one, the favorite. But if it's not something that I would hang on my wall, I'm not gonna spend. I know that I won't be into it enough to spend a year stitching on it. But this one I thought was really pretty. I like that it has a lot going on because my others don't, and that would be fun to stitch one day. It's called Lady in the Meadow. A lot of greens. I love greens. And this was a little more attractive to me than the others. So I got that. Actually, I think all the rest of my haul is secondhand. That's where my weakness lies, probably. I got a set of 3 on eBay, but I really got it because it had this drawn thread pattern in it called Sanctuary. It's beautiful. And I got like all 3 together for, a couple, maybe with shipping, it's probably like between $5 and $8. So it costs less than this would new. So, and it's like a booklet. There's a lot. It ends up like row by row specialty stitches. So I'll need to do some practicing before I do this one, but I think it's really pretty. And that also came with, this one's cute, New England Schoolgirl Sampler number 17 from Theron Traditions and Barrett House. A variety of different samplers. I think I mentioned I'm a weakness for samplers, but there's too many letters in them. I need to I just want to cut them out of everything. This is another grouping of patterns from eBay, from Elegant Designs, Winter Solace. And J is for January. I just have a weakness for like the deals and secondhand and stuff, and I go on there, and by the time it arrives in my mailbox, I'm like, what? I mean, these are cute, winter sampler, but like, how many do I need? Like, just because they're cute doesn't mean I have time to stitch all this stuff up. Autumn sampler. So it's like I'm working on that. I'm working on that issue. I think that is it. Yes, I'm sitting here with a bunch of patterns that I already own. Sorry, this is one I got in that last Rainbow Stitchery sale that I was talking about earlier. It's just really cute. Needles Notion. I want to do that one sometime soon. I don't know why it's sitting here in the pile of stuff to talk about though. Okay, so that's that. That's the haul. And those are my works in progress are done. Yeah, so Rainbow Stitchery had another sale. The last time they had the 60% off, I bought just a ton of patterns. What can I say? 60% off. I just feel like I'm never going to see them for that cheap again. And there were so many beautiful ones. This time, of course, they've been whittled down a bit. I did find a couple more I wanted, so I got those. But I bought a lot of floss. Plenty of floss I don't need. But again, it was like 60% off. So yeah, it's like I'm excited for it and to get that stuff. And it was fun buying. It was fun shopping for it. It'll be fun to receive it. But at the same time, and I don't know, I want to say feel bad, but I don't know. It's like, it's money that I earned. It's my own money. It's money that I worked hard for and earned, and I'm spending on stuff that I enjoy. It makes me happy. So I shouldn't put too much thought into it, but I'm kind of a frugal person. And and to buy a bunch at one time. And I feel like I've been bought a lot of cross stitch stuff lately. My problem isn't so much like enabling. I don't like, I see other people's stuff and I may love it. And maybe every once in a while I'll be like, ooh, I want to own that one day. But I'm not like, oh, I have to go buy it right now. My problem is good deals. When you have sales, like that's when I'm like, oh, it's a good deal, so I'll have to get it. Same with like say, oh, it's used and this person's getting rid of it. This is my opportunity to buy it for a cheaper price. That's the stuff I have to be careful of. So I no longer have stash and load in my feed. I'm trying very hard to stay away from Etsy. I haven't bought a lot on Etsy, but like I'll bid on stuff easily and then I'll get outbid and I'll be like, phew. I'm like, well, if you were lead, like why did you bid on it to begin with, you know? And I don't bid high, so at least there's that. But but I do want to stop myself from doing that. I mean, that's it for Rainbow Stitchery. I can't buy more stuff from them. Like next time they say it's sale, I think I'll be able to stay away because I bought plenty. What else? So yeah, I have to hold back a little because I have plenty of stuff. I don't need any more stuff. The only other stuff I would need is if I start work on a new project and there's like some certain specific threads of fabric I need for it that I don't already have. But I have a full set of DMC now, and there's several of the patterns I want to work on use DMC. Like Rosewood Manor awesomely uses DMC for a lot of their patterns. I have the stuff for the Christmas patterns now. So hopefully you'll see me holding back on that. I do have some stuff. I have, I'm really excited. Fiberlicious had a sale and I bought a package of silks that I'm excited about. Those haven't come yet. It takes time because she's got to dye them and everything. I do have some needle minders that I already got ordered. Those are coming, and the Rainbow Stitchery stuff. But everything that's coming I paid for, so I'm good to go. So we'll see. But I will have haul stuff to talk about next week. In other news, joined a fun new Facebook group. If you need a fun new Facebook group to join, Cross Stitch Finish Line that Molly and Joe started is cool. Really like it. I like watching, start stuff. That's fun. But I also like finishes, and this one's focused on finishes. And I kind of like the idea of setting goals and telling everyone what your goal is and what deadline you're trying to meet because kind of helps a little accountability. It's not like anyone wants to get mad at you if you don't hit the deadline. But for example, I said on there that I want to finish that first set of ornaments that I showed you today. So that kind of pushes me to finish that last ornament today. So that's a fun group, and I'm excited to see everyone start in this next year. It's not something I'll be participating in. In their video, Molly and Joe were talking about how some people are people who love this. They're serial starters, and then Joe said she's a serial finisher. I'm in between. I really love like the journey of cross stitch. I love the working on it part. I'm not always itching to work on it. I don't need to switch to new projects all the time. That starting a project doesn't excite me all that much. Finishing it, sure, I feel like a sense of accomplishment and I'm glad I finished it. But really it's all about doing the actual stitching. I think that's where like buying like patterns comes in, is like when I buy the pattern, I'm thinking of the possibilities. I'm thinking about when I'm buying the pattern, it's almost like I'm doing the pattern. So like, whereas I don't have that much time to stitch really. I try to stitch every day, but I don't get a ton of time. I mean, when I'm finally relaxing in the evening, my cat wants to sit on my lap and I don't have the heart to push him off so I can stitch. So I get maybe an hour or two, and I'm not that fast. So, these projects are going to take a while. And now I've so it's like, I guess in my mind, I want that, I see, oh, that's a beautiful pattern. I'd love to stitch that. And it's like, oh, I'll buy it. And like, as if that's the same thing. But I think if you buy too much stuff, you can I worry that over time the joy kind of gets sucked out of it. Because think of like, if you finish a pattern, then once you do a finish, then it's the time to like get excited to buy something new, buy a new pattern, So I enjoy having a stash. That makes me happy. But I also think if I want to continue to find happiness in that, I need to hold back sometimes. when one day I was scrolling through looking at like some new needle minders that had come out. And I was like, oh, I kind of like that one. And like the question arose in my head, like, should I buy it? And then I was like, you know what? It reminded me of when I do all the grocery shopping in our house. And so I have to go grocery shopping like once a week. So I spend a lot of time, I feel like I spend a lot of time in the grocery store. And every time I'm in line and there's a mom in front of me or behind me with kids, and the kids are grocery shopping with her, once they hit the line, those, the grocery store lines are just like orchestrated to make those kids go a little crazy. Like, they put all that candy in front of them, and then they're like, you just have to stand here patiently while everyone shops. Everyone like pays for their stuff. And so inevitably they always like, Mom, I want this. Mom, I want this. Like, Mom, can I have this? Can I have this? Can I have, like that whole thing goes on every time. And the kid just saw it and it looks cool, and they know they like candy. And so it's like, yeah, I want it, you know? And the mom is a sensible one who's like, this kid doesn't need more candy. If the kid really needs candy, then I've got candy at home. Like, they just saw it, and they just now it caught their attention. It's not like some deep longing. They'll forget it half an hour from now. I realized it's kind of like that. I was like with the needle minders and all the other stuff grabbing my attention, like, buy me. I'm like, you know what? It's just, sometimes you just have to say no. Like, just because you see it and you like it doesn't mean you have to buy it right away. If it's something you're thinking about a week later, then buy it. So anyway, I'm not actually talking to you guys about you guys. I'm talking about me. I'm trying to reason all this in my head because I want to cut back a bit. And like I said, this is money I have. It's money I've earned. I'm not racking up the credit card bills. I'm not spending the rent money on cross stitching. But it's easy to get wrapped up in everything. Anyway, what else? I really want someone to stitch up that Heaven and Earth design. I think it would be awesome. Yeah, what else? Do you guys ever see Stitcher Moose's videos? I finally caught up on those. And it's like when you're marathoning a show on Netflix and then you get to the end of a season, you realize they never made more seasons. That's kind of how it is. Like, he hasn't made a video in like 11 months. And he was really funny and enjoyable. Bums me out. Where is Crafty Curator, by the way? Letitia. Really enjoyed her videos. Haven't seen her in a while. I see her on Instagram, but it's not the same. Milky Bar Kid, is she done too? I don't know. But anyway, I've been watching a lot of good new videos. Keep finding people, and sometimes I'll find people and they have like 30 videos already. I'm just finding them now, and that's kind of fun. Yeah. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Whoa, half an hour. That's crazy. Okay, cool. Well, I think I'm done. I hope you guys have a great stitchy week, month, whatever it is, till I see you again. And have a great day. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. All right, talk to you later. Bye.